Here we go for another first impression BJJ episode. Today we're gonna have Gabriel Serra as a guest. Gabriel, I met a couple years ago at Toronto BJJ. He came to visit from Dubai, right? Dubai?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. I'm sorry, Abu Dhabi. And he was visiting Toronto. I met him at one train at Toronto BJJ, and we kept the relation, and now we finally got together to do a episode. So I want him to introduce a little bit of himself first, and then we keep going. There we go, Gabriel.
Hey Kevin, how are you?
Good, good. So tell a little bit about yourself. Yeah.
Sure. I'm from Rio. I'm start training. My first sport is judo. I'm from like a small town in Rio called Nilópolis. I started there. My first experience sport like with gi was a judo. I was 9 years, and now I started training. In that time was really hard to start training because jiu-jitsu is not the you don't have a good view from jiu-jitsu in Rio because there's a lot of problem in Rio.
What year was that?
2002.
Okay.
2002 I started like jiu-jitsu, and 98 I started judo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I trained judo, and there is like that rivalry against judo, jiu-jitsu, specific in Rio because everything started there. So there is many academies in jiu-jitsu. In my town there is like a couple, but you can feel when you go visit the same academy, you're a judo player, and they okay, the judo player is here. Let's train, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But there is a time in judo, I think, I don't know if it's still like that, but when you complete 15 years, you can start to attack in the arm and choke. Do a newaza, actually. It's more than just control. And I think, oh my God, I have to train. And there is a friend of mine, his father was a jiu-jitsu professor, Eduardo Souza. And I'd be there, start to train. I was a green belt in judo at the time, and I don't have a belt for jiu-jitsu. I was with my green belt and jiu-jitsu training. So
the first time, not a white belt.
No, I have my green belt from judo, and the guys don't know. And after that, I realized the green belt in judo, in jiu-jitsu, is like the kids train for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my first trainer was a friend of mine. First thing he does, jump in my feet and do a foot lock.
Holy.
And I'm like, I don't know nothing that time about foot locks because judo is not allowed.
Yeah.
And oh my God, let's do it. I keep doing it. And then I started, But in my life, I put jiu-jitsu as a accomplishment for my judo, my judo game in competition.
Yeah.
And I can say I was training more in my life judo than jiu-jitsu, but I was keeping training to help me and when I go to compete. And that I'm like, I start to development and I get my belts, and then we have opportunity to do an interview to go to Abu Dhabi. All the things in my life changed.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. But so mainly you're a judo player, right? Mainly you start with judo.
Yeah. I was compete like high performers for a while. They were representing a Brazilian army too.
In a black belt.
Yeah. Like in judo, in the judo, we don't have like division for belts. We fight, for example, white to black. There is a competition. I fight with like white to blue belts as a black belt.
Oh, really?
Really, we don't have just a weight. So we have the categories by weight. Yeah. Like you see the Olympic Games or the World Cups, you see all the black belts because it's like the highest.
Yeah, I get it.
But we don't have the. Sorry, sometimes you have the white to green.
The division.
But when you want to compete to go, for example, to a nationals or try to be in the national team, you have to fight. Doesn't matter your belt.
Doesn't matter the belt. Okay, that's nice. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So then, you start training judo, and then you did jiu-jitsu as complement for the game, right? And then you got this interview to to get a chance to go to Abu Dhabi, right? So how can you talk a little bit about it? How was it?
Yeah. That time, it was 2014 actually, and it was really like a crazy thing because in my life, I started training. I was 9. I have my family to support me all the time, and when I start to
Amazing.
work, I'll work with judo because the
Okay.
army support me. I just train for compete as a
That's
militar.
nice.
You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
And 2014 was be my last year in the army, so the highest part of my salary gonna be gone. And oh my god, I have to start to looking for a job. I have to, my god. And I was in the university in the same time,
Uh-huh.
with judo as well. The judo helped me to get like a bolsa.
Like how do they say here? They give you like a support, right? Like for yeah,
Yeah, the rest support you don't need to pay.
exactly. They give you a chance and maybe 80%. So you pay like the minimum, or you don't need to pay
Yeah,
sometimes 100%, right? Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
that's I get it, like 100% just for compete to represent the university.
Because oh, amazing, amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's transition, and then that is like I was representing Instituto Reação that time in Rio for a judo.
Just to mention reação, this the place that he's telling now, it's from Flavio Canto, right? Like we just spoke
Yes,
about. So he been training with Flavio, so he was at reação, one of the, how do you say that, this is a like it's not a non-profitable, right? Nobody pays there, right?
yeah. There is
Okay.
like there is a support from for others, like the people
People,
donate. There is
exactly,
a
exactly.
donation,
Okay, okay.
and they provide a lot of like a lot of support for many people in the poor area in Rio.
So
Like
you've been there since the beginning.
no. Like
Oh,
for
okay.
judo, no. My story of judo is crazy. I started with one small club in Ilópolis. My first
Okay.
professor was Márcio. I have two professors actually in the same time, one each week.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it was totally different. It was two masters actually, Clement and Lessa, and I was training with the guys until I get my purple belt.
Okay.
And then I was training in University, Gama Filho University. Universidade de Gama Filho was a huge club for fighting Rio de Janeiro. That club, when finished, just to understand, they created the GF team.
Okay, there you go. Huge then.
Yeah, it was the previous GF team, I can say.
Just
That's
team.
why
Uh-huh.
GF team Gama Filho.
Oh, there you go. See, I never knew
Uh,
that. I never knew
Yeah,
that.
and there was a huge club for judo. And I had that opportunity to start to train. And then it was my first time to meet Flavio because he was a part of the team.
The team, awesome.
Yeah, when he prepared for go to Olympia, the part of the team I was like training. Of course, you get a beat every day
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
the team was huge. And past that time, I get in many clubs, and I was part of another one, Professor. Oh my God, Professor Pinheiro.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Antonio Pinheiro, Sensei Antonio Pinheiro, he helped me a lot too. And then I work with Sensei Jomar Carneiro,
Awesome.
Márcio Pimentel,
This is
Emerson Neves,
all
yeah,
judo guys. All judo
all the
guys.
judo professor.
Awesome.
But of course, in the time there is my professor Eduardo. We trained a bit up until I get my blue belt, and then he stopped to give a class. And then I started training Professor Elton Santos, and with him I was into my black belt in
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
The process for black belt in Judo and Jiu-Jitsu will be different. So you have, for example, in Judo you go to do like a course, and Jiu-Jitsu get in your club.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, very different, right? Very different. Yes.
Yeah. But in the time I get an army, I get opportunity to compete, represent the army, finish the thing, and there is that interview in Rio for opportunity to work with Jiu-Jitsu in Abu Dhabi. The company in Abu Dhabi moved to Rio with all the resources to start the interview, And there is a guy, I don't know, I think Adriano, sorry, Adriano is my friend with me. He was there to work to make the mats, you know. He has a friend that rent a mat,
To
and
random,
he
yeah.
just like bring everything
Carry and bring
inside.
it.
Yeah, and
I
he
have
has
done
like
that
a
many times. I have done that many times.
exactly. And
Exactly.
they get a, like somebody stole him before that. That's why he worked there in Rio.
Holy.
No joke. He lost like 500 reais. You know, it's a lot for us if
Oh
you have
yeah,
like
no,
so much.
definitely. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And he worked in that situation. And he has a huge ears, you know,
Yes.
because he's trained. And the guys look at him, oh, why you just a player? No, I'm judo player, but I train jiu-jitsu. Like at me.
Yeah.
Where you train? I should have some. Oh, the Flávio Canto. Yeah, yeah. You can like. I really want to see the club, see how it works. I know it's a really nice like program. No, yeah. They make a link, and so they go to Rocinha.
Okay.
One that is one of the clubs, and
Rocinha,
they saw everything.
Just to mention, Rocinha is one of the favela, like one of the I would say biggest favela in Rio, right? Rocinha.
Was I don't know if it's still, but was the hugest one in the Latin America.
There you go. See? Yeah, keep going. Huge. Yeah, people don't know that
Yeah,
it's huge. It's huge.
yeah, and the program is really nice. If you one day you guys have opportunity, you can check in the website for sure.
So
Uh,
the program is in Rocinha.
it's many place.
Okay.
They provide now, but all the places like 4 areas.
Poor area. Yes. Now I get it.
Rocinha, Cidade de Deus, City of God.
Awesome. Seat of God.
Uh,
Yeah.
my God, Tubiacanga. There's many places in Rio,
Many.
but
Awesome.
all the
Awesome.
time you provide like a free judo. There is like another programs for Olympic program. They have like many nice things.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
And then Flavio like ask if they can he can send some people to like give some presentation to show a little bit of the high performance of the guys.
Uh-huh.
He messaged in the group and who wanna be there to do this presentation. Maybe you guys can have opportunity. I don't know, but go.
You
You don't have nothing
awesome.
to lose, you know. And it's
Exactly.
funny.
Exactly.
It's funny because how you have to dress because it was in a hotel in that interview.
Uh-huh.
No, put something like a nice shirt, jeans. It's fine. Don't worry. My God, I moved. I was live really far. Really, I think like 2 hours to be there. I was late, and the guys was there. Everybody like looking the same, you know, like polo. When we step inside to the hotel and they see like a lot of people with suits going back, you know, I don't think it's here. And they see like jiu-jitsu, bro, because jiu-jitsu people with suits like
It's not
the
here,
worst
right?
combination that I mean. And go here, okay, and then there is like you start to look at the ears and all like a cauliflowers, and oh shit, is he look us like
It's
that?
here.
And we are the guys, a group from Sul Hassan. We come to do the. No, don't worry, come here. We meet in the guys for the company, and then we meet in the military, the militaries from the UAE army. We did everything, some trolls, everything like judo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they ask who has a graduation here. And the time just me and Adriano, my another friend, has like he has a black belt. I was getting my brown, and the other guys was like purple. And you guys like you can do it the interview, but we don't speak any English in the time. This was
Oh,
2014. Like
wow.
I cannot say hi.
Zero, right? Zero. I
Zero,
know. I
zero.
know.
I speak Portuguese wrong in the time, actually.
Me too. I understand.
Still.
I still, yes, exactly.
But okay, there is a friend of us, like he speaks also. Like, please stay with us, you know, help us. We
Yeah.
cannot communicate. No, no,
But he wasn't choose to do the test, or he
no,
was.
no, no,
Oh, okay. He
no.
just stayed to help.
Yeah,
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah. And we told him, no, don't worry, stay. We pay your lunch, don't worry, we can pay your taxi to
Do
come back.
something, right? Exactly.
Yeah. And that was like 9:30 in the morning. We finished 1 a.m. Not joke. Not joke. No, 1 a.m. another day. Morning.
1 a.m. another day at night.
Yeah, and morning.
Oh yeah, 1 in the morning. Holy, yeah, man.
Not joke. Like it was a lot of people.
For a lot of people for the interview and stuff like that.
For the interview. I remember like the when there is a part you have to do something in English, and I don't speak nothing, and I go to the first was like a test. There is a paper you have to do all the English, but they talk something about like physical education, and I can understand. I cannot speak, but I was playing video games for a while.
I get it.
Things.
Yeah,
and okay, yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe. And then my friend is like, hey, how to say black? Oh my gosh, I don't know too. I don't know, but the other one he wanna say like I. But the test start. Talk about you. I.
Yeah.
And you put your name, you know what I mean? Just understand the level of the English.
I know, man.
We did that.
It's funny because like we know what you're talking about, right? As Brazilian, that you don't know when you like. I didn't know what to say too. When I came the first day in Canada, not even hi we can't say. Like we look to people like hi, like so shy and unsure of things that you can say, and you become like so. Oh my God, what do I do, right? What do I write or whatever? I totally get it, man. As an immigrant, it's funny. It's funny. I know. Yeah. Keep going. So you're doing, yeah.
And when you're not shy, you just start talking a lot of bullshit. No, that's not coming in.
Exactly.
Don't speak nothing, but you try more than you know.
But that's good. That's what makes us evolve.
Yeah, but the English was really bad. That is like in the end of the interview, you like just one by one go to a room, and there is everybody in the table. The army, the guys from the army, the representatives from the company to.
But these guys, everybody from
UAE.
Okay. No, like no Brazilians, right? No Brazilians.
No, there is a Brazilian. The staff of the interview was actually 100% Brazilian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the company, the company in general, that is like 80% of Brazil, 85% of Brazilians. It's a lot of people. Before I left, they have like 500 Brazilians just to work with Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow.
Provide like Jiu-Jitsu for all the UAE Army Force and all the public school. Wow. In one country. It's huge.
So they go into Brazil, picking up some guys, and
that thing started like before, I think 2012, but in the group I was going 2015 because we left the year after, was like 200 people in the 1 year plan just to go to work with Jiu-Jitsu, all Brazilians,
all black belts, belts,
most of all, like most of all black belts and brown actually.
That's nice.
If you have a brown, there is like 3-4 guys, but there's a lot of people off. But it's still going.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. So
but
then you went there. I'm sure it's not easy.
It's not easy, bro. I'm from Rio. Everything is free, and you arrive like a Muslim country. The first time I saw with a woman with burqa was in the airport. 3 days ago, I was watching a woman with a bikini in the bridge. You know what I mean?
Very different. Oh yeah, very different.
It's crazy. It's so hot. I'm from Rio. It's hot.
Very hot there.
When I left the airport was like April, was start of the summer. It's hard to breathe. Like imagine like air really hot in your face. And the full summer, believe me, I get like 52 degrees.
I know, man. I know.
Crazy. But they have a resource to be there. It's like here. It's so cold. but you can
Heat
leave it home.
everywhere, right? Exactly,
You
exactly,
just get a cold one left your car or your home.
exactly, exactly. No, I agree. That's nice.
Uh,
And but when you got there, how like they treat you? How was things?
what was different? I cannot say because there is like the wall of the language. You know what I mean? Because I
Uh-huh.
cannot speak enough when I
Yeah.
arrive. So sometimes I'm really understanding people get annoyed to because I cannot communicate myself
Communicate. Uh-huh.
or even just for the different culture, you know. But in the beginning it was really hard to like start to do my life, I can say.
Uh-huh. How
You know,
long
we
how long did you live there?
for 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, 2015 to 2019.
Wow. Did you
Yeah,
I'm sure you learn a lot there, right? You learned a
for
lot.
sure. For
And
sure.
so everything that you did there, like since the beginning, was because of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I was there for work as a jiu-jitsu professor. I was ready to be a professor jiu-jitsu, but of course, if you wanna grow up in jiu-jitsu, you have to do more than just give a class. You know what I mean? And that part I was not ready, believe me,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because like I said, I was just training all my life judo. I have my jiu-jitsu game, but the mentality is different.
Very
my
different, right?
my first training like with the guys, shit, you go the trainings that is like 20 black belts in one training. It's the day like Friday.
Yeah.
No
I,
joke. No joke. I
I
got a
got
train
it.
that is like 45, 50 guys fighting for 2 hours
All
from all
black
the place,
belts.
from all black belts from all the place in Brazil. You know, that's I think I'm blessing and I have the opportunity
For
to
sure,
figure
man.
out. It's like I have a huge opportunity to learn. You know
With
what I
many
mean?
black belts, with different people, right?
I remember my
Wow.
first training there. After 3 days, like a huge layover, but I have to go train now. I was training with Philip Sagat. He's from Alliance. I don't know if you know, but I didn't know
Who
who
he
is the guy.
was. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know he was, but the tough as hell. I remember. I think I tapped 9 times, 7 times just for foot locks. You know what I mean? And it was that, and of course I have my judo soul, and you
No,
know
yeah,
when
I
you
get it.
don't have a technique, you put your strength. I was, I was like that, and doing a lot of like energy for nothing. And no, you're really nice. You know, there is a friend of that. You be a really good trainer for him. For you.
But-
Oh, okay. Hey, bro. No, let's go. Flip told me, let's go. It's Brazilian too. And now the beast, Paulinho, he killing me. The guy like a beast, and I
I
don't know
know.
nobody. And then of course the time passing, I get a bit a lot of more for sure for other people,
Uh-huh.
but I'm really say thanks for everybody with me there because making me learn.
Exactly,
Even
exactly.
of course I have to learn a lot, but I can say in 4 years I learned the thing I lost I was 10 before.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You so every day, pretty much the training during these 4 years, I was training with black belts, like in the room,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was believe me, it was really rare. I train with like people who's not black belt there because there is more black belts than students.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm
of
sure. Yeah.
course, of course, now it is different. But when I was there, when the
Uh-huh.
beginning is like a lot of people. But it's
So
good.
yeah, finished.
I would just say like I know there is a lot of things now for like a jiu-jitsu trip or camp in some place to train jiu-jitsu. In my opinion, if you want to go train jiu-jitsu, go to Abu Dhabi. You find 1,000 black belts and one training, and you can do or try or develop anything you want because you can find all
And
the best there.
exactly, exactly. It's funny because there is a lot of really good guys there, right? That people don't know.
Yeah, there is a lot of like how can I say the people say a lot of bullshit sometimes because some people doing not nice things, of course. Where you get a popular not for the good stuff, for the bad. I'm not an example for anybody for sure, but I really love what I do. I really love to be a professor, and I know there is a more people love what they do than people doing bullshit. You know,
I get it. I get
as a
exactly what you mean.
professor or as a jiu-jitsu competitor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
But like, believe me, if you want to train for like a couple days, for a couple weeks in another place with a different black belts, you want to develop your jiu-jitsu, going there. I'm sure you're gonna find.
Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, Dubai again.
Abu Dhabi. Dubai is besides 1 hour by
right?
car. Yeah.
But Abu Dhabi is the one. Yeah, Abu Dhabi is the one that go and get people, right? They've been doing this for a while already, right?
Like now they provide for the country, just not in Abu Dhabi. Really, because Abu Dhabi is the capital. The country is not so big. You can cross like two borders in like 4 or 5 hours by car.
I never knew this.
Yes, I think it's the size of Rio, just a state.
Oh wow! Yeah, it's
just
small though. Yeah. Comparing to Brazil,
yeah, exactly.
Canada, you know.
It's two continental countries, you know, it's huge. But there, they provide now like with a lot of like work, but they provide for everything. Like in the army, the place was working. The way they provide jiu-jitsu is mandatory.
Okay, this is nice.
Yeah, more or less. For us as a professor, it's nice because it gives a lot of opportunity. But for the student, it's hard to go to a place you don't want to be.
I get it. Like there will be many people that will say like, I don't want to do this, right? There will be many people.
Sure, because they are older.
Oh, even for the olders, it's like mandatory?
Yeah, like for example, how work in the army. If you want to get a rank, you have to do many courses. For example, I was and when I started there, I was working on the air base. I was representing just Air Force.
Okay.
I was working with some pilots. They have to do like a pilot's course, maps, jiu-jitsu. If you are lieutenant, if you want to go a captain, that's an example. You have to go a blue belt. If you don't get a blue belt, you cannot go to your next rank.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy. They really impose jiu-jitsu. They make you go
you have to do it. You don't have an option. That's why it's mandatory.
Well, yeah. In this case, maybe it's not so nice, of course. Yeah, because it's
to start. You have. Oh my God, there is a new thing here. They push me to do it. Okay, but now we as a professor, we as the guys have the salary to do our just doing. You have to do the magic.
Okay.
You know, and then that's, I think, in my opinion, I learned a lot there. How to give a class, how to conquer your student. You know, of course, you don't need to beg him to come to train.
No, exactly.
You have to put a time. Okay, he know what he does and he like what he does.
How to plant the seed, right? To put the seed.
Exactly. And it's not easy. It's not easy. My gosh, we have a lot of problems. The people don't want to train, and we give the classes for the adults. Like, how can I explain? It's like Brazil, but I don't know in Canada. Army, we in Brazil is mandatory too. When we complete 18 years, we have to do the registration for go to the army, and you have to be there for 1 year. In Brazil, there is a lot of people want to go now. So if you don't want to be there, it's really easy to get out of this.
Yeah.
In Abu Dhabi, they have this same system. Is a little bit longer. You have to be, when you complete 18 years, you have to go to the army. Just like teenagers. But as that program is new, they have a lot of people like older have to do it.
Okay, I understood that. Yeah. Okay,
you know,
I get it now.
You know, and the always is the big groups. So I never work in that kind of base. It's just for the mandatory we call national service.
Okay.
It's like 3,000 people.
Wow.
Just one base, and there is many. I remember there is a time I was helping in the test for the graduation for the belts. We promote 2,000 people as a blue belt in one day.
Holy 2,000.
2,000 people.
That's a lot of people. One day.
A lot of one day.
So I mean, so these 2,000 people, so they probably been coming in the same path, right?
Well, yeah.
Of course, but I mean, same classes for a period of time because it's mandatory, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that there is a classes, but how can I say? It's hard to give a class for a group of people. You make everybody involved of that.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
That wasn't a huge challenge for everybody, and I'm sure still, even the oldest. But when now maybe because there's more people understand, even the highest ranks in the army forces, more people understand more and like support before even the guys inside don't support. So we sometimes we are against the company, we're against the student, we're against with like a major there because they want to kill you because the guy that passes the test. It's not an easy place to work, but if you have a good mind, you can like go far.
No, you stayed there for 4 years, right?
Yeah, but I got tired.
But still, man, 4 years. I'm sure.
I know guys
4 years is a long time. 10 years.
10 years. I have a friend is still there. He get it. Then he go to it. He has like his wife is there, all his family is there. He has like 5 kids.
Oh, so he
not joke.
So he's local. He's local now.
But both work. Both is the jiu-jitsu professor.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's good. I don't know how, like you said, it's hard. I'm sure it's hard to work, but
yeah, any place is easy to work. You know what I mean? But for me, that there is a point. I think my ideas as a professor are equal of the kind of idea of the company, and my life was start changing because my wife got pregnant, and I think it would be better to grow up my kid in Canada. We talk and decide to move. Awesome. I think it was a good time. If you don't have this pandemic,
exactly,
it would be amazing.
Exactly. So then that's when everything came to Canada, right? So when you moved to Canada then last year,
like actually 100% move at like no 2 years ago.
Okay,
1 year,
19 or 20.
No, 1 year and a half because my son born like 2-3 months before I arrived here.
Okay,
but my first time in Canada.
It was 2019 then when your son born, and
May.
Oh, okay, May. And then you came to Canada the first time when I met you, right?
Yeah. Was one year before. I was actually my first time in Canada because I was trying for 2 years to come here, but they refused my visa.
Really?
For 2 years. Well, I understand. I was young, single, with many things.
Yeah, no, this is like a funny conversation because it's funny how they deny the visa or me too, man. I had like a lot of stuff to go to US to do
for the competition,
the world championship. I had the tickets. I had the tournament paid. I had a letter from my BJJF. I went to Brazil to get my visa and they denied. Yeah, it's a hard conversation because sometimes for people that don't have anything or whatever, they say, okay, you can go. And then you really want to do something, say, oh, no, you cannot go. But then after, see, you got a Canadian kid. Now you got a Canadian kid, a Canadian wife.
Everything's Canadian.
Exactly.
But it's fun. One thing is funny about that visa was like, I was trying for 2 years with different options. my last one when I get it was to get a true visa for US, because the Brazil and Canada, there is kind of a accomplishment for if you have a US visa, you can
You
come
can,
inside Japan.
exactly.
And okay, I'll try by that. What I did, I got a registration for competition in LA on the UAJJ.
Okay.
So
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. On the UAJJ, and I get everything for like a hotel, book hotel. I make all the process to go. I print all the documents. That was my third time trying.
Holy.
Okay, oh please God, now we're gonna be everything okay. Everything's right. I have the letter from the company. I was just compete. Okay, I was there in the US embassy. Oh, again, let's go. I bring everything for the guy. No, where to go? No, competition, jiu-jitsu, blah, 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 blah. Competition where? What are you about? Oh, black. You approve. Us. The guy, what? The guy,
Really?
what? I swear for my son. I swear. When he say us, I look at us, thanks. And I run away. Crazy.
Really, man?
Like 3 weeks after, I met the guy at the same place I was training. He was a white belt. He was start training like one month before, 2 months before.
That's insane. That's hilarious.
And I asked him, "Poor, thanks." I told him the history. He remember me, and he said, "Whoa, poor, how the competition? I will go in a few days." And thanks so much, man. You really like it, because if I met you here before, I know you from before, I cannot even attend you.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
You know, my friend, Jiu-Jitsu save everybody.
Exactly. Jiu-Jitsu saves everybody, man. Oh, that's a good one, man. Man, this is, can you I wish it could be me, like, what are you doing? Oh, IBJJF tournament. Oh, get the visa. That's it.
Thanks
Oh, fuck,
God.
that's
And
nice.
then I come, like, this was February. I be here in March, like March, I think.
2018.
Yeah. And
Yes.
we be in the train together and the Soneca seminar.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah. That's funny, man.
was my first experience with snow. I was eating.
That's funny. Like, I remember when I met you, I remember we talking, you told me about like you living in Dubai. I was like, man, this is nice. And I met, after a couple times, I met another guy that I think he did the same process as
Hmm.
you, and he went there too, and he came back, but he just stayed 1 year. He couldn't stay more because of the language, because of the culture and stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of guys that go there and come back right away, right? The people, they cannot stay. But the experience you had, like, talking about this whole thing, you started with judo and then jiu-jitsu, and then you went to, like, out of Brazil because of it. You stayed 4 years, you met your wife, you had a son, now you live in Canada. What I want to pass, like, the message is, like, everything that you'll be doing, you start with judo. Let's not lose that, because, to be honest, I believe you love judo too. You really like judo and everything's out of judo. But besides that, everything else that is coming and you doing, like, jiu-jitsu brought to you, right? You
Yeah,
you've been
sure.
you've been training and got the opportunity, because if you wasn't training jiu-jitsu, maybe that would never happen, right? Maybe, I
No,
don't know.
no,
So
no, for sure, for sure.
what is, like, how can you explain this, like, that, like, this type of thing that jiu-jitsu brings to you, like, in a way? Let's say that you're talking to, like, a students of something, like, you're trying to show them, like, put the seed and say, now, you know what, man, jiu-jitsu helps you with this, with that. So look to my life. Like, people are gonna see the podcast, like, maybe one of the students, they never knew about your life, like your story, whatever you did. But I'm sure you have things, like, to say, like you said, oh, jiu-jitsu saves everyone, saves us. Like, what can you say that jiu-jitsu changed you, like, in your life for better? What can you say?
Mm, it's hard to say just about jiu-jitsu, because even we're thinking about it for the history of jiu-jitsu,
Uh-huh.
judo was involved as well.
Exactly.
But like you said, like when I start to wanna put the seed, I really like to start to do that knowledge of jiu-jitsu, judo. He can work together. How you if you improve a little bit of
Gabriel? Can you say it again the beginning, because I think it cuts. So when you put the seed, can you say it again?
Just to put it here, like for example, sorry,
it's okay,
because I think the battery is gonna be gone.
It's okay, don't worry.
Like I said, it's really hard to say about jiu-jitsu, and then so you don't say nothing about judo for me, because I know the roots of both come together. It's like it's two different trees with the same roots. You know what I mean?
For sure.
They grow up side to side.
Yeah.
And when I train with a jiu-jitsu player, or I give a class for a jiu-jitsu player that is more experienced, not a beginning, I really try to show how the way to use the body in judo and the way to release the grips helps in jiu-jitsu. Because one thing I feel about jiu-jitsu, specifically in high level, the guys accept too much the grip. Like it's really easy to go to the collar. Sometimes I feel the guys go really easy to the sleeves. And if you saw the judo competition in high level, like man,
you cannot reach that, huh?
People like make jokes look like a cat, but bro, the guys fight to
it's
hand
hard.
Against a hand. Like the hand is the point. And if you think about jiu-jitsu, if you stop the hand, the guy sometimes do a sweep or stop one leg and you start to do the process. You start the process from the beginning, you're gonna progress much more easier.
For sure.
And for judo players, when move to jiu-jitsu, I have like 2 students now, both black belt judo, never trained jiu-jitsu in their life. They are like, my God, how did that? You know when you see these eyes, like, wow, just because you recover the guard, do like
I know something easy,
for a judo players, because now for the rules we just fight for the like from your hips to the top. When you stand it, you cannot attack the legs. And the culture of training in the ground for judo players is not so hard. The guy don't put yourself deep. Now get a lot better for sure. You see the competition, people really going to do and fight in the ground, doing the newaza.
Yeah.
But specifically, if you go to Japan, you feel the Japanese national team, they start development the way really different. To like do sweeps, combination with a passing guards, you get a control to won the fight. If you put his back in the ground for 20 seconds, you won the fight by ippon.
Okay. And so they really changed this then, right? You gotta hold the guy, you take the guy down and hold it to make the win, right? It's not only about the takedown then anymore.
Exactly, but that they really recognize that. Remember, it was like 15 years, 16 years. There is like a camp in Rio, in Urca. There is like a huge military base just for athletes there, and there is a big camp with a Japanese team, and a lot of jiu-jitsu player was involved. Like black belts, and of course the judo players was there too. But the focus of the camp, these are like 15 years ago. It's just training the ground in Rio. Imagine you're from Japan. Oh my God, jiu-jitsu, Brazil, Rio, Gracie. The guy's going crazy, you know.
I'm sure.
And then now you see, my God, I forgot her name. There is I think Ude. I forgot. It's a girl from the national Japanese team. She go to a hook sweep to like pass the guard and the control in the side in judo.
Yeah, it's the ground game. It's like evolving, I believe, right? So then it's gonna become jiu-jitsu. Not that it's gonna become jiu-jitsu, but it's most like
they adapt.
Exactly.
As a judo player, if you go to fight with a jiu-jitsu, like in jiu-jitsu competition, you'll be like stand up straight. Somebody gonna throw your legs and you're gonna flying
Exactly.
2 meters.
Exactly.
You have to adapt yourself.
They'll get a baianada.
Baianada, meu irmão. Vai voar.
Exactly. You know, man.
But I think one time when I got here, my first time working was in Burlington.
Okay.
I was living in Scarborough, and they're gonna drive there. Every Friday. We work with Márcio Nunes. I don't know if
Márcio
you know him.
Nunes, yes, I know Márcio Nunes. Yeah.
And we meet each other by a common friend, and I was visiting there. He gave me opportunity. It was my first time giving a class in Canada.
Awesome.
It was a Judo Jitsu class. It was
Jiu-Jitsu.
It was a judo just for Jiu-Jitsu. But
That's
it
nice.
was nice because making me like study more and going deep of that, and start to adapt. I see like I can get a money with that. If you want, I can give one. If one day I have academy, or if I want to sell my what I have to give as a professor, can do this. I do jiu-jitsu. Was his idea.
Exactly.
And was a great time, specifically because my English. I was living in Abu Dhabi for a while, but the English there is not the best.
See, yeah.
The level of course here you guys speak
it's
real
English,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And as a English speaker, that time was really crazy and good in some time because making me talk,
push yourself to learn, right?
Yeah. But was huge. It was nice, but it was really far. And thanks God, like we said, when we grow up together, everybody help each other. That we
yes. Exactly.
If you growing up, I'm gonna go together, and he invited me to work with him, but it's really far from me. It was 2 hours driving.
Yeah. I'm sure.
And he saw a message from Marco Costa. I don't know if
Marco
you know him
Costa,
too.
yes, Professor Marco Costa.
And he messaged me. I thought Professor Marco Costa need an instructor. I know I really want you work with me, but I know
really nice. That's really nice.
Márcio really helped me a lot in the beginning here. He was really amazing. He asked for his student to give a diapers for me. I was crying, and the kind of, man, why are you doing that? But thanks, Márcio, if you saw that.
That's amazing. Sure. That's amazing for sure. Hopefully he'll listen to the podcast. That's nice.
Yeah, he really helped me to start my life here as a professor. When I was in when I was in the gym in Toronto BJJ too, the training there was really nice to see. Like I remember in the Soneca seminar was like Valentine's Day.
Something like that,
yeah. And was snowing. It was Friday, and there is like 40 people training jiu-jitsu. Oh my God, people love jiu-jitsu. And I was coming from a place and people was hating jiu-jitsu. Was in the class because he needed to be there. He don't want to be there. He's not happy.
Exactly.
And then I saw everybody happy. I think that's one of the things making me, my God, Canada maybe is the place.
That's nice. Yeah, of course.
And that first impression in Toronto BJJ make me think a lot of Canada as well.
That's nice. I'm sure that, like you said, it was like Valentine's Days, right? Like Friday snowing. There was like a lot of people.
Totally common day for people to train jiu-jitsu. If you're real for less stuff, you'll be like 3 people training Friday.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure, man.
And I remember like Jorge Brito like received me like really nice in the academy as well. We get invited by Daniel Moraes, a common friend.
That's nice.
My gosh. And then I started to work with Marco. He gave me opportunity to give a class in Markham.
Awesome. So you're with them in Markham. That's nice.
Yeah, with one of the club he was like supporting. And it's elevation.
Oh, I know.
Elevation martial
Yes,
arts.
I know. I've seen. Yes, that's nice.
Yeah, I was there before the pandemic. I hope everything come back.
Me too,
Um,
man. I can't wait to be back and be at the gym. Well, now we went back like this first week. I'm teaching again. Thank God I'm back
uh,
teaching, but we gotta wait, man, because training is not the same, right? Training with the dummy, eight persons in class because we can only have 10 people. So me, my partner, my like the older coach, and another 8 students, only 10 persons with the dummies, and it's not the training like we want to do, right?
we
we are
can
we're
do.
doing we exactly we're doing this because we gotta do whatever we love, keep the gym going. We gotta make money, we gotta make
Yeah,
the
for sure,
money
for
you
sure,
know
for sure, for sure.
but the pandemic's not helping us, it's not
We
helping
can
us.
we can make money with another stuff, but when we make money with what we love,
For
oh
sure,
gosh,
for sure, it's different. I mean,
oh gosh.
it's another level of like happiness, I would say, because I'm really happy when I'm in the gym, and teaching and seeing my students, seeing the how they evolve, and it's really nice when you see somebody that don't know anything of jiu-jitsu. They come to the gym, you start teaching them, and then maybe 1 or 2 3 months later you see the guy training and doing stuff, and you're like, whoa, this guy just come here with nothing, and I taught him, I teach him stuff. I'm sure this feeling is like one of the best feeling, right?
Yeah, yeah, like you you feel you pass something, you make it different for a life for to another people, even just because you taught him a role. I remember I really like to give a cartwheel in my class.
Uh-huh.
I really like I got this from judo, because if you throw somebody from the first time, you get that idea to change your level of your head, make a lot
Exactly.
of scare. In the cartwheel, you can like remove this a little bit.
That's nice, good point, yeah.
And people never did a cartwheel before in their life. You have a mat, you don't get a hurt,
Exactly, you're
Let's
not
go,
gonna get
guys.
hurt.
Let's go, guys. Put our hands up. Shake our
Cartwheel.
hands. And I put like 10 people before, of course, shake hands. And okay, this is for nothing. It's fine. But you make people laugh. You make people and the same time happy because they are there enjoying the class, of course, jiu-jitsu. But I think us, as a professor, we make the jiu-jitsu growing to really inside the heart of the people.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for
And
sure,
it is amazing. Like we change lives. We
for
really change
sure,
lives.
for sure, for
You
sure.
know.
We give opportunity, we teach them something that's gonna completely change them, by little. The more they come to class, they learn something, and that's gonna just keep changing and change here, change on your body, everything. I really
Exactly.
agree that, and I really like the point of the cartwheel. I really like
Really.
the yeah, like that's
Try,
nice, that's
try.
nice. I will try.
People are scared to fall down is the worst.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
if
true.
somebody and you need the people to fall down if you throw, because somebody gonna throw you after.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can remove a little bit of the scaring.
This is something that we pretty much grow up doing, and people here, I'm sure some people they never did, right? The cartwheel.
No, like it's really I think it's really culture specific in Brazil. You more far in the north, like the capoeira is huge in Brazil,
Yes, yeah,
and even for example, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is popular, but capoeira from I think from before
from
Jiu-Jitsu.
before. Oh yeah, yeah.
You know
The,
what I
the
mean?
first one that I did, that was for the first thing, like the martial art that I did. It's not a martial art,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So you learn to jump, to the cartwheel.
yeah.
We raise up in different time in Brazil as well. And the time everybody go to the street. Now you fight for the people go out. So get
To
out of
go
my
out,
house, go play.
exactly,
Get
exactly.
out of your phone. No,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
for us, I think if our mothers in the time want to make us sad, it's put it was us inside to the house. So go
Inside
to
to
inside
the
the
house.
house. You don't go out today.
That's true. That's true, man. That's true. Gabriel, man, it was like a great conversation. Thank you for the opportunity to,
Yeah,
put
yeah.
the time on the side and talk to me and man, let's keep in touch. I hope we can,
Sure, sure, sure. I'll go
maybe
visit you for sure soon.
come visit me. I'll be in Toronto as soon I can come by the gym too, and be there to do a training with you. If you can come here at any time, let me know. Send me a message, and we keep talking. If you ever want to come in the show, the podcast, and say something, maybe it's something happening good for you and you want to talk about it, let's keep in touch. We make another episode, and that's it, man. You know,
Sure,
I
sure,
really
sure, sure.
appreciate you know, your time, and hopefully I can get you here at Cambridge BJJ.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Keep in
All
touch.
right,
Thanks so much for your invite.
no
Um,
problem.
I just want to say something before. Like,
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to really say thanks so much for all my family to support me all the time. For my wife to really support me and understand me,
amazing.
because not hard to understand jiu-jitsu can be a job to support a family.
Oh yeah,
Thanks everybody to like supporting me in Canada as to be a professor. Thanks to Rich from Markham. Thanks to Marco Costa and Yorkdale.
awesome.
Everybody from the crew. Thanks, Kevin, to invite me. And bro, all the best. The podcast have been doing amazing. Keep going.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Take care,
Okay,
brother.
bro.
Us.
What's up?